Hi guys, this is Celestial Moon. I know it's been a while since I made a video, but I finally got a new phone and I'm finally able to actually record, and today seemed like it was a perfect day to record. Just for the reason being, as many of you might have heard, whether it be on Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, whatever format that you choose to be on, yesterday, technically now, there was a shooting at YouTube headquarters up in California. Now, from what I'm getting, it was a woman shooter who was the one who passed. She apparently had walked into the building and called out a man's name. It was later confirmed that that man she was currently dating, that was her boyfriend. He was one of the people that was shot. There was also two other individuals who were shot. I don't know if they were women or men, but I know that they are all in the hospital. She then turned the gun on herself, and she's no longer here. I'm not going to say her name because I'm not going to give somebody strength that maybe she was pushed over the edge. Maybe that's why she decided to do it. But for me, it's still unacceptable. No matter what happens in your relationships, like I said, before I go into this spill, I'm going to do a disclaimer. I have no clue why she did it. But from assuming the fact that she called the guy that she was with his name, allegedly, and he was one of the victims, I'm assuming that it was a lover's quarrel, allegedly. Do I know that for sure? No, I do not. By the way, when I'm trying to record this and be serious, my dogs are deciding to play in the other room. So if you hear that, I'm sorry, forgive me, but it's kind of hard to record when you're a mom and of fur babies, so hopefully you understand. As I was saying, from what I read, she walked in, called for this guy, ended up shooting him and two other people. Like I said, I don't know if they were male or female, the other two victims. I know that they are in the hospital, that they are getting treated. I don't know if they're in critical condition or not. It's me and my husband literally the other day were talking about that you can't really go nowhere anymore without the fear of being shot. No matter if you're in your car, no matter if you're at work, and no matter if you're at a concert or whatever it may be. It's gotten to the point to where it's a lingering fear. And I understand it happens, and I understand, I'm not the type of person to say, let's take the guns away. To me, that's not going to help. But when it's things like this, and all I could do, or can do, is sit here and think, what would drive this person to snap? Like, what was her turning point to where she decided not only to go in there with a gun, but go in there in the tent to shoot that gun? What has happened to our world? That's what I want to know. Like, I know I keep on jumping between our world and her, but there's so many people out there like her. And if this was a lover's quarrel, what was it about that drove this woman over the edge to where she snapped? And I'm just waiting for the next couple days just to see what's being said. I do want to say this, and I say it sincerely, wholeheartedly, that to the victims and to the people who may be traumatized because of this event, my thoughts are with you. I wish you a very speedy recovery, and I hope that you guys can put this behind you. I wish I could say more. I wish I could do more, but I can't. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things, like, you sit back and watch, and you feel sorry that it happened, but you can't change it. But what we can do is have the discussion that we've been having for years and years on end. We had this discussion, with schools, concerts, and now the workplace. And I know every workplace that I've ever been, there's always been videos to prep you if something like this happens for an active shooter, no matter if you're in a retail or if you're in a factory. These are just common things, and they have been common for a long time. It's not just recently. And I think it's become more of an issue. And what gets me is it's mental health that's seeming to play a big part in this. Because on other shootings in a different topic, like the guy in Las Vegas, when he just randomly shot up at a concert, and this man had a good life. And then I don't know this woman's situation. I mean, she may or may not have a good life. I have no clue. I did not know her. I don't know the situation. But it just makes you think, like, what happens? How can these people go through a normal day and no one be like, something's not right? Maybe these people need help. I mean, we need to figure out a solution. Why was it so easy for this woman to have a gun? Why did she snap? If something was happening, and this is hypothetically, like I said, I don't know the situation, but if she was having issues with the guy that she was with, don't you think that she would be talking to somebody, like a friend, a mom, an aunt, somebody? So somebody out there had to know something wasn't right. Or at least that's what I would think. And once again, I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. And maybe you guys are having the same issue too. But I just want to make this to where I can speak my mind and use the platform that I am given. Granted, I don't have the numbers like some YouTubers, but I do have a voice and it will be spoken. And that's what I think needs to happen on these issues, is we need to stop going around the rosy and actually figure it out, like figure out a system. And another thing that I'm wondering is, and this just popped up in my head, how did she get past with a gun? I mean, corporations such as Google headquarters, they had to have some type of security. And not Google, dear Lord, YouTube. Forgive me, really. I don't know. Well, I mean, they are kind of partnered together. But they go into YouTube headquarters. Weren't stopped. I mean, did she just go in there guns a-blazing and they were all afraid? That's what I don't get. Like, airports, you can barely get, a bobby pin through. But yet these people can walk into stores, they can walk into schools, they can walk out into these venues of concerts with these guns. How is that happening? Why is that happening? And everybody just seems to be like, whatever with it. Like they've become, it's as if it's become normalized. Like, it's just, it's another day, another shooting, you know what I mean? And that's horrible. Why aren't we thinking of solutions? Why isn't companies thinking of solutions? Armed guards, metal detectors, being frisked before you enter work. I mean, me personally, I would rather be frisked every day, go into work and my shit checked, than not to be able to come home to my kids. This is just my thoughts. I mean, like I said, I've been thinking about this all day, ever since I heard about it. And I've been really debating on whether or not I should actually do a video. But once again, I have this platform. I have a voice. I'm able to do this. And I'm going to do it. And I'm sorry if some people might find this offensive. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just trying to have the discussion that needs to happen. Why can't we have security? Or why wasn't there better security? And I'm hoping in the next couple days we'll find out the exact details. So far, right now, it's just kind of little tad bits. You're not getting the full picture yet. So I'm hoping maybe my answers or my questions will be answered. Once again, my thoughts, my prayers, and my healing energy goes out to you guys. And I hope that you can recover. I really do. And then I sit back here and I think, what about the mom and the father or the family of this woman that went and did this act. You know, I can't condone what she did because I don't agree with it. It's not right. And like I said, I'm not going to say her name. I'm not going to give her that. But her family, you know, I mean, did this woman have kids? Did she not have any family? It's time to have the discussion, people. If stuff's going on and it's getting to the point to where you feel like you're about to snap, you really need to reach out and talk to somebody. And I hope eventually, before my kids grow completely, that this won't be an issue. And maybe we can come up with a better solution. Alright guys, this is the end of my video. My mini rant about what's going on. And once again, to the families, to the victims, I wish you well. And I hope things get better. And I hope we learn why this happened and how we can prevent it. Alright guys, till next time.